Hey, how's it going, guys? So, I'm going to talk about watering my plants, my cacti in the greenhouse. It's winter, and I'm going to talk about my winter watering. I'm in California, and right now it's been raining. It'll rain a lot, and then it stops. So we're between the last storm and the next storm. I think there's like a 7 days, 6 or 7 days of no rain. The nights are a little chilly, but they're not really, like, they're not freezing. It's like 42 to 48 degrees Fahrenheit. So we've collected a whole lot of water. Like, look, we just have this these barrels just here, and even though this has holes, water seems to run down it and fall into these barrels, these buckets. So this is all rainwater. So for my seedlings, for everything actually inside the greenhouse, I'm going to use rainwater. And I filled up this container already with rainwater. This one's empty. You can't see, but I'm going to fill it really quick. I don't have any kind of stand, but look. Fresh rainwater. And this is a 10 by 10 greenhouse I have here. And the main purpose of this greenhouse was to house my seedlings, to protect them from winter. And it's going to rain again in a few days, and it's going to rain for a few days. So I do not want to saturate everything, but I do water things during winter because it promotes good. It's good for the roots. So you want to keep the roots healthy. If not, they'll get brittle, and it'll take them a while to kick back once you start watering them. So it's good to keep them healthy. Okay, so if you live in a place where you get frost, you get really, really cold temperatures, and you can't really do this. So we're in California. I'm in California, so I could do this. Now, I don't saturate my seedlings, but I'll give them a good little pass of water, just for good root health. Just one little pass. Again, I do not saturate my seedlings. Just a good little pass of water. I'm top watering here. I do not want to. I would not bottom water, totally saturate the plants. So give them a little drink of water, just so they know and remember what water is. I kind of ran out here. Okay, let me get my refill here. My refill container here. And I got these from the 99-cent store. Or, it's not only 99 cents. I think these were $8, but they were on sale, so I got them really cheap. I think I got them for like $3, or I don't know, really cheap. Anyways, where was I? Right here. So very light watering. And again, this is for good root health. We'll continue on this side. And I grow all kinds of different kinds of cacti. But my passion is columnars. I'm going to water this a little more. Oh, I think it was too much. Too much at once. Water these Peñoserius Lázaro Cardenaceae. These, all year long, they love water. If you don't give them water, I don't have an example there, but here's an example. You see that little tip? It's dried up. And that's what happens with these Peñoserius when you don't water them for a while. They really love water. So let me refill these guys. Then I'll start the video back up. Alright, I'm back, guys. So I filled up my containers. I think I only need one more. So I'm gonna get all these feral cactus, Pachyceras de Pamos, Just a slight little water. You don't want to overwater your seedlings. I'm going to put a little bit on these columnars here. Very little, just a little. And like I said, just to remind them what water is like. Just remind them that water exists. Very little. Look at this. Very little. Especially because these are rooting. You don't want these all wet and soaked. And like 3 days, I should have watered a day or two ago, because like in 3 days it's going to start raining again. And when it starts raining, you see these are vents. But these are good. I had some leaf-footed plants that were sitting on the outside. I don't know if they could just smell these querétaroenses. They love querétaroenses. They like to nibble on them. I found 3 of them that were just were on this netting trying to get in, and I knocked them down and killed them. So yeah, let me show you this netting. So you see this, I have it open on the other side too, so if you're in there you could feel the breeze coming in through over there and coming out through here. And I'll leave it open a little bit just so that it airs out a little bit. It feels a little humid, and it's going to get more humid with because I just watered. But yeah, you saw how much water I put in? Very little, just a little splash. And my outdoors plants, I do not water at all because they get full rain, and we got a whole lot of rain. We've been getting a whole lot of rain. We got a few days worth of a lot of rain. You can see some fungal spots on here because of how much it rained. These seedlings I leave outside, but sink or swim. Whatever was in here died, but everything else is looking really plump, really nice. More rainwater there. I gotta remove that before it rains again. Same thing for my plants in my this greenhouse. I don't have that many seedlings in here. I have a few seedlings though right here. Look. So same thing here. Just one pass. Just one pass. And that's all they need. Oh. I have all kinds of cacti here. Just gonna do one little pass. Again, so they remember that water exists in this world. Oh, I fucked up. Looking at the camera, I fucked up, and fuck. I tried not to water this Benekii so the farina didn't fall off, and I accidentally watered it. It is what it is. No biggie. I have a bucket here, so I'm gonna use this water to refill. Hold on. That'll do it. Oh. So I will water all this again. I will water all this right now. Look at how little water I put on. Usually I will drench the pots. I will water it once. I'll stay there like this for a while. But I'm not doing it this time because our night lows are a little chilly. So look, everything's dripping wet. The floor is a little muddy. Look at all the moss here. And that's because we got so much rain, it got flooded. My whole backyard got flooded. Water steeped in from the bottom up, so it got flooded in here. I have all these weeds I need to pull out. Ideally, what I should have done is put rocks in the bottom, so I wouldn't, and the weed barrier, so I wouldn't get weeds. But I didn't do that. Whenever I move and I set this greenhouse up or build a big greenhouse, I will put a weed barrier and I will put rocks in the bottom. Anyways, so that's it, guys. I just wanted to show you guys that I do water my cacti during winter, but only my indoor ones and my greenhouse ones. Everything outside, it gets full rain. It's exposed to the elements, except here a little. You can see that I have some shade cloth here. I believe this is 20%. And what's good about this shade cloth is that even though you want more sun to hit your plants, in the morning, every morning, we get a lot of dew that falls down. And I noticed that I do not get dew here under this shade cloth. It gets collected with the shade cloth and then the sun burns it off. And I can show you something that over here. Let me show you. So you see how green these are, or there's probably a little stress, but you can see most of these are green, these dragon fruit. But you don't see any like fungal spots over here. They're really good. But over here, it's exposed. There is no shade cloth. So dew in the morning falls here. Let me show you how dew falls on here. And it stays on there for a while, and you get like this like rust. So look, you can see all these little rust spots here. And this is because dew falls from the sky. Look at this. You guys have, yeah, there's some fungal issues here. Where the stuff that's inside the greenhouse, not the greenhouse, under this shade cloth, it does not get the dew. Most of the dew gets stuck on the shade cloth, and when the sun comes up, it kind of burns it off. Or because it's fabric, I think it probably absorbs the dew. And that's why they're so happy down there. So some people tell me, hey, you shouldn't have shade cloth on your dragon fruit because there's less sun. You should expose them to full sun. Well, I mean, I don't want them all to look like this, you know? Yeah, so over here too, what was exposed? Oh, actually, I did have a lot in here. I forgot I cut off. I need to throw them in the trash. I cut off a bunch of things that were kind of had all these rust spots. Because with the breeze, they could spread, but they won't affect your other cacti unless they're wet on top. So if you have dew that's everywhere, and that spore from that rust fungus gets on that dew, and it stays there, it stays wet, it'll anchor itself and start growing on your other cacti. Anyways, guys, I just wanted to let you guys know, if you have a cacti indoors and your nights, it's not snowing outside. If it's like, you know, if it's 40 degrees or above at Fahrenheit in the night, and your highs right now, it's like, I forgot what it is here. It's like 60, 63, 65 degrees Fahrenheit. And when you're in the shade, it feels fresh. But if you stand in the sun, after a while, you'll tan. It's not like summer, like you won't burn quickly like in the summer, but it will get warm. And in this greenhouse right here, the sun's hitting it. The shade cloth, I had shade cloth and it fell off, it tore. So the sun's hitting it from sun up to sundown, and it gets really warm in there. You know what? I left my greenhouse open, this one, but I have a thermometer in here. So you could see it's about 72 degrees here. When I first opened the door, I saw it, I didn't record it. It was like closer to 80 degrees. But I came in here, I watered, I left the door open, and now it's 72 degrees Fahrenheit here. Oh, you can see the Celsius. What's that? 20, 25? No, 22 degrees, something like that, Celsius. Anyways, so yeah, guys, if your weather isn't that bad and you have a greenhouse, give your cacti a little drink. Remind them that water exists in this world, and a good sign that your cacti need water is that they'll look shriveled, and they could become weak and start to lean over. That means they're in dire need of a little drink. And even if it's winter, unless you have, it's like 20 degrees, 30 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 30 degrees Fahrenheit is I believe that's 10 degrees Celsius. So unless you're that cold at night, then if it was that cold, I wouldn't be watering, but it is not that cold. Not here in what people call sunny California. Well, just like it's not always sunny in California, but not during winter. Well, it is right now, but we're having some rainy days, and it's gonna start to rain supposedly Saturday night, and it's gonna rain like for 3 or 4 days straight. So hopefully I don't get flooded back here again, but we'll see. Cheers, guys.